Let's now look at the impact the financial sanctions on Russia are having on cryptocurrency. Since the sanctions were introduced about 2 weeks ago, the value of the Russian ruble's fallen and Russian banks have been cut off from the SWIFT money transfer system. This is resulting in Russians moving their assets into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Joining me now is Caroline Bowler, the CEO of crypto exchange BTC Markets. Caroline, thanks for your time. I've seen some reports saying crypto transactions in Russia have quadrupled to about $88 billion since the sanctions were introduced. What's the advantage in shifting cash into crypto?
Well, I think what we need to focus on here is that these transactions are being carried out by everyday Russians. I know that there is a narrative that's gone out saying that the Russian state is going to use crypto to evade sanctions. And we know for a fact that that simply is not true. Due to the transparency of blockchain technology, we are able to trace the originator of all the crypto transactions in the wallets that they come from by geography. So we can see both the geographic location and also the size of the transactions that are coming out. And blockchain analytical firms such as Chainalysis have said that this transaction flow coming out of Russia has only improved modestly in value. Modestly in terms of volume, rather. And that certainly is when you look at, say, the last 4 days, the volume of crypto that's been traded was $111 billion about 4 days ago. It's now down to $85 billion. So it's not a huge amount of difference between where we were 4 days ago to now. So it's very modest amounts. And while we've also got Russia trading, we've seen that increase in the Ukrainians as well. So, but what we're seeing very much is that this is a retail-driven, just everyday Ukrainians and Russians converting what they hold in ruble and the Ukrainian currency into crypto as a store of value.
Okay, so it's not a way to evade the sanctions then. So what do you expect the US to do here? Can they step in and put some restrictions on crypto exchanges as well?
Well, this is an interesting point. I mean, I can only speak for myself in our role as the CEO of BTC Markets. We already comply fully with all the sanction lists that are available, be it the Australian, European, UN, US, UK. We already comply fully with all of those due to the transparency of blockchain technology. So for us, it was as simple as a flick of the switch in order to be fully compliant with all of the sanctions that are available. So this narrative that's being pushed out that somehow the Russian state is able to use cryptocurrency to evade its obligations and sanctions simply isn't true. But what we are seeing instead is that this is being used to push an anti-crypto narrative and try and push forward with some very strident regulation around cryptocurrency, rather than look at what it is, which is a tech solution which is inherently neutral. And as we can see with the Ukrainians, is being used instead to the advantage of people.
Yeah, you mentioned Ukraine. I've heard the Ukrainian government is one of the most crypto-friendly countries in the world, and they're even accepting donations at the moment in crypto. Does this kind of help legitimise crypto as an asset class even more?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, the last numbers I saw overnight was it's about $55 million US. 105,000 people have all made individual transactions, donations to the Ukrainian efforts. So very much is a case of people understanding that there is a store of value and that they can have an impact. And I know, previously where we've seen kind of charity drives and donations, people have had to go through a centralized, such as Band-Aid and other kind of global centralized bodies. Here, they can just go directly into the Ukrainian government and Ukrainian humanitarians organizations to donate their cryptocurrency. So I think what people are discovering worldwide is how easy and quick it is to put these donations in place. And one of the other funds that they've got, the humanitarian fund, over 90% of their transactions outwardly have been using cryptocurrency. So for me, if I donate to that particular fund, I can trace exactly where all of that crypto goes. So I know for a fact that it's actually being used and spent as they said it would be on humanitarian efforts, which I think is really important because we don't always get that visibility when we do charitable donations.
And just quickly, Caroline, how's the trading been going on the BTC platform in Australia? Is there a lot of heightened trading right now?
Yeah, well, I think we've seen the market react as we've seen kind of following global trends over the past week. Certainly the price of Bitcoin has seen that bounce. We saw it reach about $60,000 over the course this week. It's now down to about 56. But certainly trading volume has been brisk, I think is probably fair to describe, both for ourselves and other exchanges across Australia. I think, as is often the case, people have seen this opportunity, this proof point, if you like, this test case, and are reaffirmed in their convictions when it comes to cryptocurrency and its effectiveness worldwide.
Well, Caroline Bowler, the CEO of crypto exchange BTC Markets, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.